What does it mean when we say unserved or underserved from an internet accessibility, affordability, or equity position in Oregon?
Unserved and underserved is really a moving target. A few years ago, we got dial-up service in our home. We thought it was a big breakthrough. There are very few of us who would be satisfied with that service today because we have bigger and much more aspirational needs for broadband. From the state's perspective, obviously unserved, you have no service or you have very limited service. Underserved is service that doesn't need 25 megabits per second download, 3 megabits per second upload. A few years ago, we would have gone to 10.1 and said that somebody was well served. Now it's at 25.3. But what I'm going to say is that the feds are pushing us much further. They're going to invest $65 billion in broadband. And they don't want everybody to wind up with broadband that works today that doesn't work tomorrow. So they are going to push that threshold. I was just looking at some of the material that's coming out from the NTIA, which is the lead federal agency on this work. And they are defining unserved as no access to 25.3 and underserved as no access to 120. So you can see that we are looking at much faster, more robust internet service as we go along.
Carrie, what speeds are you seeing that are realistic for minimum internet use, and what activities can be done with those speeds?
Again, I think the pandemic really hit the home for us with this, right? That you have two kids who suddenly have to go to school online, and then mom is still trying to work from home. So suddenly you have 3 people who are streaming a video or downloading a movie or on a conference call for work while they're also trying to get their kids started on something. And we're finding that the 100 parallel, 100 down, 100 up speeds are really a minimum for individuals being able to do that. And we've had, again, people who come to the library who may have some form of access at home, but not an adequate to be able to do all of those functions successfully.
The state of internet in Applegate Valley is very localized. So those of you who know the Applegate, if you're driving along Highway 238, residents, businesses along 238 have pretty decent internet. There's a couple of corridors. You can go up a few miles up Upper Applegate or Thompson Creek and get pretty decent internet. So my internet, somebody climbed up in a tree near my house, put a small satellite up there. I was getting 5 and 1. We're talking about 25 and 3. 5 and 1 was just my normal internet, which is very, very typical for the Applegate. One thing I wanted to share with people is that there are actually at least 8 internet companies in the Applegate. 3 of them actually provide what I would call, what we're describing as decent, adequate service. So a lot of people are kind of switching back and forth among these local wireless companies trying to find something that works for them, and they just never do because there isn't actually an option for them.